Chloe, from your end, I mean, your job is to kind of make these environments safer and to deal with disaster relief. How has technology, for example, changed in the few years from the Boston Marathon bombing to now?
Technology was really a game changer in the Boston Marathon bombings. We saw it in the very first instances of the investigation when the law enforcement put out a call to collect photos and videos that they were then using during the manhunt to track down the suspects at large. And that was really incredible. One of the ways that they did that was through social media. Law enforcement actually used social media quite well to try to solicit that sort of information from the general public. Mass notification systems were really good to push out good information across a variety of platforms. And then, of course, the key to remember is that cell phones might not be available, and we need to look at some of those additional platforms. When something happens, obviously the first thing that everyone does is they reach for their phones if they can. They want to contact their loved ones. That's a very human impulse. But in fact, cell phone towers get overloaded and service becomes unavailable for people who are caught in life-threatening situations. So I think it's very important to get the word out that texting is a really good option. Texts take up a lot less bandwidth. They're more reliable in these kinds of situations. So it's important for people to remember, text, don't talk.
Great tagline for that. Chloe, what about prepping for an event like a marathon? Outdoors, very public, not in an arena, not in an enclosed space. How do you deal with that?
Right. Of course, sporting events may be targets because they're large events that generate a lot of media attention. There are large, hard-to-control crowds that might be there. And a marathon is unique because it has a 55-mile perimeter that is open to the public. There's open access, and you can't really change that without fundamentally changing what is the spirit of the event. So this is where testing and training become really important, communicating with the public so that they can be aware, they can have situational awareness, and that they know where to go for resources and what they can do to help should something happen.